And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Here it comes. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, exit. Check 55. Hey, gun. Defense, let's go. Mike, man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I got you. Motion.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Check. Walk 54. Hey, here I come.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 55. 21. Hey, Haywood.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check. Fresno. 2. Hey, Alpha.
On second down, here's Mixon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's a party now. Lock. 65.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming. Slam.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Double time. 3 down.
Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 23. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And shedding through the tackle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bailey's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, D. 13. It's going to be a long day.
Nixon.
I'm the team.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check. Watch 54. 21. Here we go. Watch the pass. 13. 5. Mike's 54.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. You got 3.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 3. Flag. Hey, wahoo!
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Let's get it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
54 Mike.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's go. That's going to be a long...
To throw is Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here we go,
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch left. 11. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
21. Here we go. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go. 55. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
50-yard line.
55.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run on first down. Mixon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80.
Good track.
Nick.
Tighten up.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Alert. 55. Hey, Delta.
55. Pick me up. Here we go. 55's my guy. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Gold is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Cousins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Vikings first down.
Hey, ready? Don't get nervous.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
June routes here.
Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, 42's the mark. Check, 42's the mark.
They'll throw again. Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kill.
Last 50.
They'll run with Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eluding the... And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike, 50, 21. Get hot. Keep it up.
Right there, 54, right there.
12, fellas, here we go.
You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Hey, Zoo. Get hot.
Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Niners on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but